that's all right. It's me, you. We got a special kind of friendship.
I'm not your friend.
Sure you are. Fishing buddy?
What's the point of being a fly on the wall if everybody's going to keep bugging you?
What?
Guys like yelling for me. I'm muted. I'm not talking to anybody. I'm getting stuff prepped for the show, and I'm just listening like, Gary, Joe got to start.
I thought you were still doing online shopping and looking for stuff.
Shanatsky's talking about rubbing stuff. I'm like, what the fuck is this conversation?
It's just a normal Saturday on PCM.
Apparently. So, anyway, it's Saturday. And I don't know what we're going to be talking about today at all. I think it's a movie.
Yeah, the most historically accurate movie ever.
Oh, yeah.
I hear a lot of things like that. I hear things. Let's see.
Let me be clear in my position. Yeah, it is absolutely a shit show of historical events and characters. But I still love it. The movie does what it has to do. Entertain you.
They toned Commodus down. He was way more horrible than in this movie, and he's pretty unlikable in this.
Let me be clear on my position, which is reverse cowboy.
Whoa.
I mean, when you break it down, this movie is about the most elaborate gender change in the history of humanity. Because he goes from identifying as male to identifying as gladiator.
Got
someone.
Yeah. So we've got okay, you go ahead. Try to get to the chat. Gambit is here first. Finally back to normal. Weird. I'll take you from like what's been going on with you all week. And then Snorty. And let's see who else popped in. Let's see. Oh, Davey's here. Hi, Davey.
Soul Assassin, too.
Slasher Fred. I'm not seeing Soul Assassin yet. Scrolling. There he is.
Yep.
So it's true. Gary likes movies with gladiators in them. Tell me, Timmy, do you like gladiator films? You ever seen a grown man naked? There you go. What's up, Soul Assassin? Good to see you guys. Happy Saturday, everyone. I didn't know if we were going to get any of our other friends today or not. I did make sure to because we have one group that you're not posting to, Martin. And so I tagged you in it over on Twitter. It's a panelist chat where we invite people in the group to be a panelist on the show, specifically designed just for panelists, the PCM. So, and Matt is in there. I think Mephisto's in there too. So, how are you doing, man? Good to see you too. We're going to be talking about Gladiator from 2000, shot in 1999.
Boss?
This was a film that really was right after a major film for right after LA Confidential. Were you talking to me?
Yes. We're getting all your mouse movement again. The desktop.
Well, I want it that way.
Oh, okay.
I set it up that way. What's with you?
I didn't know that.
All right. So there, I switched it back. It's on the right one. It was in the right settings, but some reason StreamYard fucks it up.
Well, it stopped canceling that noise a while ago, and you couldn't get it to turn back on.
Can you hear? Can you hear my keyboard?
Nope.
There you go. You all can shut the fuck up now.
But the mouse
pictures. Okay, this is where Gambit does the show we're doing, but in the chat. And
It's
so
with-
everybody. Fact is, let's focus on ones where people are talking to us. We're not going to put those up there because I end up reading it going, like, I already know that, or I already talked about it. Sadly, it's oh man, I'm just like, I'm gonna fucking get there, Gambit. When I fucking get there, I'm gonna be talking about all that shit. We've got some interesting stuff about this film, which is how historically inaccurate it is, why some of the decisions were made to write it the way it was written, which is, it is made with a modern political sensibility, about American liberty, when in fact, that's not what happened.
Yeah, the whole thing, let's turn it back into a republic. That was not a thing.
Never happened.
No.
Never happened. They liked the way it was working. We wouldn't see a massive change to Rome until after Nero. And, it's like, good grief. The periods of time when this, these famous characters. Oh, hi, Six.
Hey, Six.
Good to see you.
I can see the super sticker. It isn't even showing on YouTube.
Oh, that's weird.
And I can't see it here. It's not showing up at all.
I
Even
think
on the screen.
145 is either the pear with the coffee or the rose. Because the poop is 99 cents, I think. Oh, there's another one.
Yeah. Okay, I can see the stickers now. One is a black cat.
One's a
one is
flower.
black cat.
Oh, I was figuring rose and then poop.
Cat and rose,
No,
yeah.
cat and rose.
Okay.
Thank you, Six.
And we have this guy here.
Hold on. Put up his
I guess-
first comment.
I
That
guess blah
That's
blah
how he
blah.
comes in.
Okay,
Oh,
there's
blah,
the
now
blah,
we're
blah.
having the poop.
poop. There's the poop.
There's
99
the poop for
cents.
99 cents. That's what you're worth, Gary.
The movie, you realize how long before there was television, people were forced to compete in those gladiatorial games.
They were not forced, dude. They were not forced. I can go into that if you want.
Some of them, and some of them were as a job.
Yeah,
It was
They
a
were
job
paid-
for the poor and for non-citizens.
they were paid
Gladiator
very
schools were a
well.
way to have a living.
yeah, they were very well paid, very well
And-
taken care of, and most of the gladiatorial events did not include killing. Well, at least
The-
of gladiators, because gladiators were too valuable.
Exactly. Professional gladiators didn't almost never took combat to the death. That only happened when they used prisoners and shit.
Yeah.
Or later during Nero's run, Christians.
Well, Jews came
But-
into the game too at some point. But yeah, they got to keep what they won. They were able to retire. So yeah, it was a job. And they were stars, some of them.
Now, I will tell you that one of the interesting little tidbits about this film is Tommy Flanagan. He's a favorite Scottish actor. I really like him a lot. Everything he's ever been in, Sons of Anarchy, all that shit.
But his
Tommy
face
is,
brutal,
of course,
man.
famous for the fact that he has the Glasgow smile.
One of the worst I've ever seen.
In fact, if you want to, you can actually, here, let me get this for you. You can go watch him. It's a 3-minute and 48-second video, I think, of him telling the story of how he got the scars and how he nearly died that night. And it's a harrowing story, but he gets it out in under 4 minutes, and that's over on Michael Rosenbaum's channel, Inside of You. or
Oh,
Inside
God.
of Me, or whatever that
Yeah,
fucking show is called.
where, how, why that name? God
Michael
damn.
Rosenbaum is funny. I think he's got a great sense of humor. Hey, Alpha, how you doing, man?
Hi, Alpha.
So,
What I really like is that he was supposed to be in one scene at the beginning of the movie, and they liked him so well they gave him additional scenes.
Yep.
That's
He
pretty
was
cool.
supposed
I
to
love
be
when
in
they
that
do
one
that.
scene in the tent at the beginning, but you know, he was so enjoyable that they liked having him on the set. So he ended up in multiple scenes, including one of that great final moment where he hands the bag with the statuettes of his
And the
family.
ring. His ring is in there too.
Oh, Eclay. Welcome, man.
Hi, Clay.
Hi, Clay.
Weird thing with this movie is from the beginning shot, it's basically one big flashback of him looking on things from the afterworld.
You could say that.
Yeah, the whole movie could be a flashback from beyond. You've got some interesting actors that appear in this film, including the one that freaked Anima out as Cassius is actor David Hemmings, famous English actor. Been around for a long fucking time, since the 60s. And he has got the craziest fucking eyebrows.
He didn't freak me out. It's just really weird. And they wax them up and they stick out so far.
You should have been in the room with her when she was doing it. Like talking about it. What's with the weird eyebrows? Like, all right, let me go back.
It was not like that.
About.
I just say
those
are the
totally
weirdest eyebrows
like
I've ever seen. Stop exaggerating and making me look stupid, asshole.
I have told you 1 billion times, don't exaggerate.
Fuck off.
So you got two friends of Arnold in this film, close friends. You have Rolf Moeller, a German actor, athlete.
He towers over Arnold, by the way.
Yeah, he towers over me. So fucking tall. And one of Arnold's older friends from way back in bodybuilding days, and he also is in Conan the Barbarian, Sven Ole Thorsen. Sven Ole Thorsen.
Even in The Running Man.
Yeah, he's always there, man. He's close friends. He's a stuntman. In fact, he's the stuntman who got into the fight with Steven Seagal and got hurt because he made a mistake of trusting Seagal. And mistake he didn't make again. And then he ended up hurting Seagal, and then he made it a point not to stick around because he didn't know what was going to happen. Oh, yeah, you bet. You bet.
Yeah, so let's ascend the Tiger guy. Tiger,
yeah, and of course.
Go.
Are you done?
Yeah.
Okay. So Russell actually had a close call with the Tiger, which is pretty good. You can actually check out a little video clip of it here. And they talk a little bit about it. And put it in the chat. Here you go. There. It's a little short clip talking about it. There's more footage of it, like in one of the documentaries about the making of the film. You can actually, it scared the shit out of him. And in the film, when you see him flip backwards and come back up, his eyes are fucking huge. And he says that wasn't acting. That was fucking scary because that tiger got closer than they said it could get.
Yeah.
And I really like, I like what he did for this film. He did a lot of improvisation for the film, that cutting the head off, and I'm doing this.
Yeah, he
I want to
had
do
great
this.
ideas.
So Ridley is like crying out, somebody get a hold of the, special effects makeup guy. I need a head. And they were rushing to get that fucking head flying. so he could do that because he's like, I want to fucking do this.
I'm glad he went against Scott's instructions when he goes back home to his murdered wife and son. Because
in that scene, I was explaining to Anima that originally he was supposed to keep his distance physically, and he's like, I'm not going to go that distance to see my.
It makes no sense. He knows to the day how long he's been away from home. He's a loving father and husband. He would have gone right up there and hug her and shit.
And that's what he does. He goes to her feet, and all of that mucus in that scene is real. That's all real.
Yeah.
All of it is real. He really was just in the fucking moment doing that.
That's
scene.
how good he is.
And in fact, Ridley kept the camera going. Keep going.
Yeah, well, if you keep the camera rolling.
Yeah. I was thinking the same.
Jack Nicholson, right.
He's like, by the way.
Now that could be the end there, but if you keep the camera going, then.
But by the way, I found out from one of the other guys, and I forget which actor on The Departed, but he was actually in the van as soon as they finished, and they were like, thank God that's over. Martin Scorsese, and I forget who his producing partner is. They literally couldn't stand Jack Nicholson because he fucking hijacked the whole movie. They were glad to be done with him.
Nicholson.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, I'll have to find the clip. But
oh wow, I gotta see that because look, he even said it to Matt Damon. He says
to who?
You know, explaining. Yeah, Matt Damon. So Nicholson was explaining to him that you know, I'm a good writer. And the reason I know that, and he tells him the story. And you don't actually hear Nicholson ever tell the story. You only hear Matt Damon tell the story. And it's in a great interview, and it's funny as shit when you hear him tell the whole story. And I got to tell you, Matt Damon has like one of those eidetic minds, because he remembers like minute details in conversation from like a while back. And I've seen him do that in other interviews. Like he was talking about Clint Eastwood, how blown away he was by Clint Eastwood's direction. And he would tell these stories and the things that were said. And only if you have a form of eidetic memory can you do that. And so he's impressed me a lot. Like, I don't really politically give two shits about him, but I do fucking like Matt Damon as an actor, as a writer. And I think he's a good idea guy. And I think he's what my Jewish friends would call a mensch. I mean, he's stuck by fucking Ben Affleck. Like, back when Ben Affleck was like taking credit for Good Will Hunting as a writer, when pretty much he probably just spent a lot of time on the sofa stoned. Like, hey man, you gotta have him do this, man. Hey man, do we have any more beer nuts? I just suspect he was a big. Who is Matt Damon?
It's a fictional character created for the movie
by Ben Affleck.
Team America.
He's an imaginary character created by Ben Affleck because he needed a friend.
We owe Six at least one video.
Yeah.
Oh, well, pick some.
Matt Damon, for example.
No, a good one. Pick a good one.
Well, she should get that one for that last one. Absolutely.
Okay. So 4 videos because it was 3. Okay, this for the first super sticker.
Thank you for your cooperation. Good night.
I'll buy that for $1.
I'll buy that for $1.
This for your second super sticker.
Does number 2 work for?
What can we do for the third?
Yeah.
It
was Mark Rollinson, and in private chat, I put the clip where he talks about like being in the van, and it was let's see, I forget what her name is. It's with but it's pretty fucking hilarious. Which
Okay. The third super sticker was poo. So
Ugh. Brother, ugh. What's that?
Good
That is
one.
such a weird video.
and
is.
the fourth one.
And Matt Damon.
Matt Damon.
Hey, that's not the word you think it is. That's Film Actors Guild.
Yeah.
Stop putting meaning to things.
Yeah, right.
Fair. Okay, so yeah, I actually watched this entire interview and I don't remember that. The Michael Bain Just Fooling About podcast, and he had Mark Ralston on. Now, Mark Ralston has a connection to Blade Runner. I don't know if any of you guys know that.
No.
Yeah,
I didn't
he
know.
was the main bad guy in the 1997 Blade Runner video game, PC video game.
All right. Right. You told that when you were playing in online. I remember now.
Yeah, he was like, I still want to fucking interview that guy. I have sent him messages, nothing. Got nothing back. No response. I fucking love him as an actor.
Yeah.
Thumbs up, down gesture is not. Oh, no, yeah, exactly. Up meant kill.
Yeah.
That meant
Stay.
don't kill. It's the exact opposite. Arnold Palmer, Jack Nicholson. Well, I can tell you, I have had an Arnold Palmer. It's a pretty good drink, but I didn't want to order a Jack Nicholson because apparently he hits you in the head with a 5-iron. That's like a joke
Okay.
about a true story.
I know.
At my signal, unleash hell. Yeah, Maximus. Look, man, Russell Crowe fucking killed it with this movie. I would not like this movie if not for Russell Crowe.
Indeed.
If like, don't get me wrong, you know, Joaquin also fucking nailed it as Commodus. He really did.
Yeah.
He's creepy as fucking shit in that movie. And you want him to die, you know, he's so fucking evil, and he played it down. That character is nothing like the real Commodus, but they did point out some things because Commodus never served in battle. And he was a gladiator. He actually did get in there. He loved to wear his lion skin. He killed a lion, so he wore a lion skin and over his head and shit.
Well, he loved killing wild animals that were restrained to the point where they had no chance of ever harming him. And also,
Yeah.
he won all the time because, of course, everybody would surrender to him eventually. He was a shitheel. He killed fucking veterans, amputees, soldiers.
Yeah, he would
for
execute
Rome.
them, have them murdered.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, I like this from 6. She's explaining the cat and the rose is for Anima, and the poop is for Giri to fertilize the rose. So
Oh, you
she's
get to
not
do the
cheating on you.
gardening.
She see, she loves you.
Hey, in the immortal words of Captain Kirk, yeah, Russell Crowe was a bad motherfucker in this movie in a good fucking way. Yeah, he's just a beast. That scene where he's in was it Damascus? Where was that? Where the smaller Colosseum was,
No.
and everybody was quiet, and he himself reacted with the whole line, and multiple times he says it. Are you not entertained? And I fucking love that. That was totally improv. They kept it in because it worked. I care about at least sticking to the basic things of history, and don't fuck it up, you know. But I do give you a lot of playing room, like LA Confidential yesterday. You know, they played with things, but they were fairly accurate in how they did it. Ridley Scott is, okay, I'm just going to tell you now, not that director. So you get him fucking around a lot in this movie, but some of the fucking around that even he did led to some great stuff, including when he saw the extra walking through the fields of gold, the wheat,
Listen.
you know, at the beginning, you see just the hand, and it's a great moment. That is not Russell Crowe in either shot. That is his double, and he was out there doing that, and he just was doing it. That wasn't what he was told to do. He just started doing it, and Ridley goes like, "Start the camera, film this." And they filmed it, and that's how it ended up in the film. I thought that shit was like really beautiful. The scene with his dead wife and child, that was improvised and pushed by Russell Crowe. He says, "There's no way I'm going to go this distance without touching my fucking wife's feet."
Yeah.
And then he doesn't just touch them; he snots all over them,
And buries them.
and it's great. And then he gets captured by I don't know who they were, because I forget, where was that at? Supposed to be taking place. His home.
His home. He says it, but I can't remember.
Turgalium, but I don't know where that is.
He gets grabbed by some very Middle Eastern looking gentleman. Yeah, it's supposed to be Spain, I thought.
Okay.
So I was really confused by that. But I'm like,
oh, the Spaniard.
Yeah,
because
okay.
his home is there.
Now, it's a pity the line is not complete, because for me, this is the line of the movie. What we do in life echoes in eternity. Every time I think of this movie, that's the line that comes to mind.
And it is an epic battle, but you have to first inaccurate back up, I want to say, right there with the huge catapults in a forest. They were used for sieges.
Yeah,
not for
there were no catapults or the giant bolts. None of those were there.
It does look epic, though, so I kind of get
they're up in, because that area was called Germania at the time, I think.
Yep.
And they were speaking there's some sort of ancient version of German. So I don't even know what they were saying. Do you know what they were saying? Were you able to pick up anything?
Nothing, no. The only thing that I picked up was that they fucked up Latin, but I don't expect anything else from Hollywood. They give a shit about getting languages correct, so I'll just let that pass.
Well, I'm going to say the British fuck it up too. Richard Harris played Caesar in another movie, Caligula, and that is, of course, the one with Malcolm McDowell. And interestingly, the person who became emperor after Caligula, when they murdered him, and I mean like seconds later, they crowned him emperor, was Claudius, the stammerer. And it was almost like a joke.
Yeah.
But at the same time, he was a political animal. And all the reading I ever did on him, he was great. Leadership, and he was, I'm not going to say he was kind, but he seemed more thoughtful. But that doesn't mean anything, because Rome was always run with a heavy hand. It was no longer the Republic, it was an empire. Yeah, rode from Germany to Spain. And so I don't know what was up with I guess they were Syrians or something that grabbed him and took him as a slave.
Yeah, they grabbed him
at his home.
Yeah, who was a Roman province in Spain. Now, Gambit saying this, I have to do it.
Ugh. Brother, ugh.
And by the way, he's talking about dogs. That's what those noises are about.
Okay.
The movie, it's a joke because they hate dogs or something.
No. I know what they were talking about.
David Schofield, who is known by many horror fans for playing the dart player in The American Werewolf in London. Yeah. He's in this film. Good actor. He plays Falco. You've got like Tommy Flanagan again. That dude's fucking amazing in this film, and he just has a small part, but he delivers that moment at the end, and it's so emotional when he does it. Richard Harris, of course, is great as Marcus Aurelius, And there is it is one of the rumors that he was potentially murdered. It's said that he died of cholera, but there is a really good chance that his son Commodus did murder him. Commodus was 7 years old when he was partially crowned as or some shit like that. It was a real weird world. I mean, you get that shit with England too, because Henry II named his son Henry the King of Wales. He wasn't Prince of Wales, he made him King of Wales. So he was already serving as a king under his father as king. Weird shit. Connie Nielsen's really good in this film too. Like if you have a Charlize Theron role that you want somebody who's not a piece of shit like Charlize Theron, get Connie Nielsen. She's a good actress. She fits the part. And I'd prefer seeing her in movies than fucking any day of the week than Charlize Theron. Who else was great in this movie? Oh, Jamon Hansen as Juba. Fuck, man, he's good in this. I got to tell you, Ralph Muller is really good in it too.
Yeah.
And Derek Jacobi, and I brought up Claudius a minute ago, and Derek Jacobi, who's in this film, he plays one of the senators,
Gracchus.
Gracchus. He played Claudius in the miniseries on the BBC, I, Claudius, which is great production. I mean, you got fucking Patrick Stewart with a wig. I mean, come on. You can't beat that. Oh, you probably could with a stick, but not with another show. Or the dogs. Or the wait, was that? What was that? Hold on a second. What was that? I got it, bud. I got it. Or the dogs.
That one.
Or the bees. Or the bees and the.
I think that's from The Simpsons.
Bark, they shoot bees at you. Burns. I don't know what that is.
I have no idea.
The battle at the beginning was not in Germania. It was in Pannonia. Near
Vindobona. That was the Roman name for Vienna.
So Maximus killed
Vindobona means in Italian, if
ancestors.
You didn't know, it means window boner.
Oh my God.
To stand in a window with a boner is Vindobona.
Please stop.
Gary,
today as Vienna.
You can insult and murder a lot of things, but please don't murder the English language.
Hey, I will kill what I want indiscriminately. I know someone from there. Yeah, I don't know who it is, Alpha. Like, who could that be? I wonder. Yeah, I'm going to get into that too, because what that guy did, he went out the way he lived. I look at it that way. But God damn it, he wasn't done with the film, which put them in a really big pickle, because he had already shot enough film to where they couldn't replace him, even though later Ridley would do that with Kevin Spacey. But in this film, and in that film, they did it better because they used green screen for some of it, and it looked spot on. I couldn't see the fucking matting on that one. But there's just so much cool shit that he didn't get to finish. And he went on a drinking bender and ended up being very competitive with a bunch of Australian sailors, arm wrestled them, was competitively drinking with them, and had a massive fucking widowmaker heart attack and died. And he still had some scenes left. And so Ridley Scott was left like, what am I going to do? You know? And so, and you can actually spot it because clearly the guy that is body double doesn't look anything like him. Two, they did, what is CG? And that's at the gate. That was done using CG, and it actually fucking worked. But you can see it today.
Yeah,
And I wouldn't mind if somebody went back and said, we can clean this up now.
That
Let's
would be
clean that up.
cool.
they
You
use
know,
CG for one at the ones that I could catch. CG for one, rotoscoping in another one, and they
The ro-
reuse a shoot from the Colosseum when he says to Maximus, "Shadows and dust." They reuse that shot for the moment in which he's going to be slain by the guards.
Yep. I don't know of a sequel. I don't know what you're talking about. Are you talking about to this movie? I had no idea.
Yeah, I imagine Russell Crowe totally agrees. Like, yeah, you care so much about your wife, you're just going to sleep with another woman, sire a bastard. Yeah, that makes total sense for this guy.
Yeah. But hi, Zax.
Hi, Zax.
Video.
Snorty needs his one too.
On it. Okay, dude. God damn. Let the poor Martin alone.
Producer.
Acting producer. So
Oh, that means you're pretending.
yeah. This shit is they moved the videos again.
Oh, that sucks.
Okay, while you're looking, I'm going to go ahead and correct this. He is not Germanic. That is Sven Ole Thorsen, one of Arnold Schwarzenegger's closest friends.
No. He's talking about Hagen.
The one he saves at the end. Oh,
Rolf.
Hold on.
He saves
That's Rolf. He's
Rolf.
German. I thought he was talking about
Ralph.
the one that that's really just knocks him out of the way.
No,
the one he saves and doesn't kill.
It's Ralph.
Is no, the one he doesn't kill is Sven Ole Thorsen.
Okay, but the one he saves is Ralph. He
saves
both
of them.
Yeah,
he saves both of them. He refuses to kill by sparing him.
That is not saving. That is refusing to kill.
That is literal saving.
Okay. Wait, I found the videos. I found the videos.
You're told to kill someone and you refuse to do it. You've just saved that fucker's life.
Okay. Here we go. One for Zax.
Hey, fuck you, Kyle.
Yeah.
It doesn't sound as loud to me as you say. Sounds good.
Look, they were fucking good warriors up there. Rome had some difficulties.
Well, did you ever see how the actual columns were? It's like a forest of spears. It's crazy.
Six says she's got a Vindabona. Today, the German has changed and it's now Finsterboner.
Anima 1996.
I know.
Hercules' wife and offspring are murdered by his stepmother Hera, and at first she becomes obsessed with vengeance, or he becomes. Look, revenge is a popular device used in storytelling. Period. It's there for a fucking reason, because people like that. One, because a lot of people have had people in their fucking lives they despised. And so it's that fantasy thing for them to see someone lash out and have revenge on somebody that wronged them.
Well, Hera was a very bitter person because Zeus was fucking everything that didn't climb a tree fast enough. So you gotta understand her.
Well, yeah.
Stop turning into animals and fucking women.
Yeah, right.
There is no sequel, Reeds. You guys need to stop making up shit.
Well, as far as I can tell, twofold with the thing. One, there's a desire for vengeance in everyone, or at least there's a lot. But the other reason was this is why you probably shouldn't, because it's going to end very badly for you, everyone you care about.
especially when you have somebody powerful like this guy. And
Yeah.
like Anima said earlier, Commodus was way worse than what they show in this. Like, he was a horrific human being. I think the only person that beat him in horror is Caligula. And doing fucked up shit.
That's why he has that name, because Caligula is a nickname. That's not his birth name. Caligula means
impregnating and marrying his sister, and then killing his own child because he feared the child would usurp him. The murder here, even though historically not accurate the way they show it here, potentially is one of the things that was rumored that, they tried to say historically that he died from cholera, got sick as shit, cholera. Anyway, but the fact is, it really was potentially true that he killed his own father to usurp the throne. And it's brutal the way he kills him here. I am Redus Laxavidius, owner of a gifted membership, noticer of ruined back doors, ruined Brian, and I shall have my breach in this life or the next.
Okay.
Good one.
That's what
Reed, that is the single best breach I have seen.
A lot of people could learn from him.
In a year. I haven't seen a breach like that in a year. That's fucking awesome.
So, there you go.
Open your back door, baby. Loosen your hinges.
I'll show you my key.
And I'm sorry, Snorri make a breach previously. So, what is this one? This one? Nah. This one.
Okay.
Pam, why do you have underpants with a Swiss flag on them?
Swiss? Those aren't Swiss. Those are, they're from the Red Cross. They're defective. Anyway, me safe house, A2 safe house. I'm gonna check the back door.
I'm gonna check the back door.
I missed that show.
Me too. The last 2 seasons were weak, but now that DEI is dying, maybe they could revive it and bring it back.
I mean, you got 11 seasons of Archer. I mean, that's more than most shows.
I heard the line, I served with you at Vindobona.
Vindobona.
Yeah, I know, which means window boner. Was left in as a production error.
I have seen batters from the back door at the shores of Bendova. I watched Sea Beans this is the night, 1000K, saying that Gary is gay.
Isn't it odd that he hasn't worked with Ridley at some point? Like, how did they never cross paths to work together? I would think they'd get along famously. I would think. Because I think they think a lot alike. So I want to point out some stuff historically here. So, like, Maximus, the hero and the killer of Commodus, as well as a champion of the people, never existed. Just make it clear. His character, perhaps inspired by several historical figures that include Trotinanus Patinus, the commander of the Roman forces at the Great Battle against the Germanic tribes in 179 AD. And then there's Narcissus, the wrestler gladiator, who actually was the one who killed Commodus. And then there's Tiberius Claudius Pompeianus, who came from a look, man. If you're gonna just spend the rest of your life correcting me, you better fucking marry me. That's
the idea.
Background in Syria. Yeah, you need to be married to me before you start fucking doing that all the time. I
have 6 years of fucking Latin at school.
You need a writ showing you have the right to correct me. Anyway, he came from a humble background in Syria and became a favorite general of Marcus Aurelius. And in fact, he's the one who actually married Marcus's daughter Lucilla, or in Italian, Lucilla. Maximus most resembles, of course, historically Spartacus, which made a lot of us ask, why didn't you just make your version of Spartacus? Because that's what you're doing. You're telling the story of Spartacus.
I always consider that this was kind of like doing a remake of Spartacus without doing a remake of Spartacus. It's basically, what's your favorite part? The arena. Let's just do it about the arena.
They really, it's clear that he is Spartacus, you know. And so anyway, back to what I was talking about. That this was a ripoff of Spartacus, the way they did this. And that the character, of course, Spartacus was a Thracian slave who became a gladiator and later led a rebellion, an uprising against Rome. And he won like 9 fucking decisive battles, but eventually they were defeated. And right after they were defeated, 6,000 men that served under him were crucified along the road, the Appian Way, which is a road between, as I recall, Pompeii and Rome. And 6,000 lined up on both sides of the road. And it was there to basically warn people not to consider doing an uprising. And amongst those 6,000, I've always assumed Spartacus was in there, but either way it goes, he was killed and was never identified because they didn't want to have a martyr. And so they just either killed him and hung him on that road, or they killed him and disposed him in some other way, like fed him to animals.
I just thought it was taking the old axiom, bad neighbors make good fences.
Yeah. Yeah. The way I've always said that one is fences make for good neighbors.
Yep.
And I've always believed in that. That's right. I believe in the wall. Oh my God, I'm going to hell. I love Oliver Reed in this. God damn it, he is so fucking good. And that guy is so fucking tanned in this. His skin must have been like leather. Oh, is that where it went? Okay. Thanks, buddy.
Gary's Latin name is Posticus Maximus, greatest backdoor.
Thank you, Snort. Okay, another breach.
Yeah, I'm on it.
I don't like the idea of it going out the back door.
Of course, we have the most backdoor breaches when we're dealing with the Greeks.
Romans, hello.
Did you hear about the Greek gladiator that didn't want to leave home? He didn't want to leave his little brothers behind. Let that sink in. He didn't want to leave his little brothers behind.
No.
Yeah. So one of these days, one of these days, you're gonna create an international incident. I swear to God.
Let's fucking hope so. I was born to destroy.
Behold the quintessential devil in his manners, Gary Cassell, traitor and terrorist.
Beckman's girl is here.
This week in international news, an online podcaster apparently started a global war. His name is Jerry. Because that's what they'll do. Jerry Kissel.
Noted closeted man, Jerry Cassell.
Ian Nathan of Empire Magazine called the dialogue pompous, overwritten, and prone to plain silliness. Like did Ian Nathan write for Monty Python? Like, stop that! Just being silly.
Now I want the Monty Python version of Gladiator.
Oh
Well,
my
they
god!
did that. They sort of did that with Life of Brian. There's a bit of that crap in there. And it's also in George Harrison produced Monty Python film, even though they don't. Most of them were in it. Is Time Bandits.
It's like, wait, you're saying your name's Gladiator? It's not a name.
It's
a fucking job. Yeah, well, your last name was what? Smith. What about it?
You know, I could swear that in one of the trailers of this movie, in that line was longer. He said, my name is Gladiator and this is my face, because he has still the helmet on.
Yeah, I remember that too.
And I think they should have kept that because it
I
was
do too.
better.
And of course, the version I showed Danny today was the extended cut.
Yeah. 2
But still,
hour,
it's not in
50
there.
minutes.
Yeah. Well, if you play it at 1.4 speed, 2 hours. Well, 2 hours and 8 minutes total.
Hey,
keep
Ariel Ballet
pausing
is
it.
in the house.
Unless you keep pausing it to talk to each other, which is a problem Anima and I have. The Roman Empire is so overblown and copy stole from others.
Yeah.
Well, they based almost everything they did off of Greece.
And she's asking, where's my Muppet movie?
Always with the Muppets, Ariel.
With a bridge. Oh my God. I love that.
I used to answer if somebody asked me a question that I thought was silly or funny, I would respond in my pants.
Okay, here you go.
Oh man!
Wait,
now I want the version of this with the Muppets, and the only person is a human.
Oh my God, dude!
Gladiator.
Modern Muppets, because you got to be able to shoot them with legs moving around. So the way they are able to do that shit, oh, it'd be fucking great. And get some of those giant big Muppets that they've been using since the 70s.
And I can see Russell Crowe completely doing this. 100%.
Absolutely. He would play a completely different character, but it would be the same character.
Okay, here we go with aerial video.
Strong. I'm gonna go check the back door. Back door.
Back door.
Ah, crap.
And I saw one that cracked me up from 6 where she says, "Stop being wrong."
Yeah.
That was funny.
Oh, I know what his character name would be. Muffetmus.
And then you got to have a character that just as a nod to Monty Python with Biggest Dickus. And what was the wife's name in that? Life of Brian, when he says that line? And his wife, Incontinentia.
Oh, animal with daggers.
Oh, yeah. Animal. Nero. Yeah, see, I brought that up because, like, we were talking about it earlier, Alpha, how, it's like the slaves were the people that were pretty much killed by gladiators and usually captured soldiers from other armies that they had defeated. They'd bring them there, and they would be the ones that they would allow to be killed in the gladiatorial games. It did not really have
If
that
they
many.
surrendered, they were allowed to become gladiators and eventually
And-
maybe get their freedom back.
No, I'm
Okay.
talking about slaves that would be brought in there that were not gladiators, that were being given to the gladiators to kill.
Yeah.
And then later, eventually, you would have Christians and Jews, and Christians under Nero. Nero is the first one who started having Christians killed in the arena. And of course, he blamed Christians on starting the fire, which is why he was given the authority to start executing them and burning them. I mean, he would just burn them in his yard. There's some crazy shit when you read about Nero, some of the shit he did. And it all got started because of his fear and hatred of Paul, the apostle.
So he really hated Billy Joel, is what you're saying.
No,
Absolutely. Billy Joel. Who doesn't hate Billy Joel? I mean,
Paul
he's
wasn't
just
an
an
apostle.
Elton John knockoff. So yeah, I went there. Fuck you guys. I love Billy Joel. Fuck you guys.
This.
How they did the crowds is really one of the cool things too, with the mixture of CG and miniatures, and the whole Colosseum. The visual effects in this is really stunning at times.
This awning that you see, they were pretty common in Rome, but this was by far the biggest one. It weighed 24 tons, made of wood, sailcloth, and ropes, and they could retract or put it out within minutes. And the people operating that were sailors from outside the Colosseum, and there's still 5 stone columns left where they would anchor these ropes. The technique that they had was amazing. I mean, they had canalization. They had fucking public bathrooms that were really clean for that time.
Yeah, and of course, she brings up public restrooms. It's like, I'm
Uh-oh.
like, really, pretty much if you're in Rome, anywhere you shit is a public restroom.
Yikes.
So, yeah, you messed up your part, so I had to mess up the joke. You didn't say it right. The herd, the line. Oh, Vin DeBona. Yeah, we were talking about that earlier, Zach. Welcome to the show. But yeah, it was a production error, and they left it in. And I also brought up the fact that when he cuts that dude's head off by crossing the blades, that was 100% pure Russell Crowe, and Ridley liked it so fucking much that he started yelling, "Find the special effects makeup guy. We need a head for this scene." And they did it. They were able to do it. And he got the fucking scene he wanted to do, cutting the guy's head off. It's an abomination. Oh my God, Sax.
That's also what Ridley said to the female actresses when he was casting Blade Runner.
Oh, yeah. Well, I know some stories about that, but I will tell you, Six, I fucking love Billy Joel. And I have all of his albums. And I love that he is an open show at, the arena there in New York. The Great Arena. It's where Snake Plissken is supposedly fighting in Escape from New York.
Madison Square Garden?
Madison Square Gardens, thank you. A fucking foreigner got it. Thanks. Shinotsky. So Madison Square Gardens, and he's got an open invitation to play there. And like forever. They said, if you want to do a show, do it. We will bill it and put you up. Because they love Billy Joel so much, because they make so much money off him. He sells out every show. And I fucking love. Six, did you watch that documentary about him? That was actually pretty good. It's a docu-series. I would say about 10-15% got stupid. involving fucking politics and shit. But the rest of it was just fantastic. Finding out, all this time, finding out that like all of his early love songs were written to his first wife, about his first wife, while she left him, but stayed as his manager for years. It's an incredible story. Billy Joel's incredible. Thing is, though, I was really broken when I wasn't able to go see him and Elton John play together. The best I got to see was them on the Tonight Show together. Is 100 times better than Modern Concrete. Absolutely. Still stands where
They have stuff figured out.
They have a new one, though, that is closer to their mix, Rome's mix, that absolutely stands up to it. There is a new one. Gary, if I give you $20, would you watch Muppet Movie right here, right now? Now I'm just thinking Jesus Jones. Right here, right now. Making Anima watch it. You don't even have to give me $20. I'll make her watch it after the show.
Thunder Hammerschlag.
No, we're gonna watch it because look, man, I'm telling you, baby, they're good movies. We're going to do some Jim Henson. So we're gonna do Labyrinth.
Phrasing.
We're gonna do The Fall of the Roman Empire, 1964 is the better version of this movie. I know I've seen that film, dude. And what's up, Sandra? It's good to see you, man.
Labyrinth, the reason I had a crush on Jennifer Connelly.
Oh my God, yeah. Vinkman's Girl is here too. So hi, Vinkman's Girl. It's really funny. There was a meme going around that I saw yesterday that said, so let me get this right. Maverick was with Jennifer Connelly around the time that she made that one movie where she's on the electric pony. And it's during that time that he left her deploy twice to go do shit for the military. And we're supposed to believe that that's true and he's not gay.
What the thing that I read was that was more gay than the volleyball.
Than the volleyball game, exactly. The volleyball beach game. That he did that is more gay. And I agree wholeheartedly with that. Now, Joaquin has gotten a lot of shit over the years. I actually do think he's a very good actor. I don't think he's as good as his brother, but I think he's a very good fucking actor. In this movie, he did such a good job that you really fucking want him to die. You forget he's Joaquin Phoenix and you want that character to die. And even Anima's like, oh, I want him to die right now.
Would you say he's not your fishing buddy?
Yeah, he's not my fishing buddy. Good callback. And it's really weird that, as funny as it was, Family Guy really took a shit on him. Because they were saying how great an actor River Phoenix was, and what do you leave us with? You leave us with the cleft palate, they even joke about his scoliosis in it. Like Family Guy can be brutal back in the day, and I'm like, holy shit, that's funny, but god damn, man. Because I actually think he's a solid actor. I've liked him in a lot of films. I've also disliked him in a lot of films, like that Buffalo Soldier one, just terrible movie.
He's too pretentious for his own good.
Well, he does kind of get full of himself sometimes, but he's a method actor. He's went to the Marlon Brando School of Method Acting, and that's why he got in trouble with Late Night with David Letterman. Over that, because they did a what do they call that, performance art shit for his little fake documentary, and really, really bad. He pissed off a lot of fucking people. Like he was trying to be like the comedian that died of cancer. was on Taxi.
Andy Kaufman.
Andy
He was
Kaufman. He was trying
Andy
to be,
Kaufman.
and it's like, dude, you are no Andy Kaufman. Andy Kaufman was barely Andy Kaufman because he struggled with that shit, and he got it to work. Like, no, people didn't know that Lawler, the wrestler, was in on the whole thing, the whole time. Yeah, his Arthur Fleck. Look, it's not that I don't really enjoy that movie, but I don't consider that a real DC movie. It's sort of like an Elseworld movie.
That is what it is.
People who want to make it like canon, I'm like, you're a fucking idiot. You don't understand how canon works, and you don't understand what Elseworld stuff is. That's where you get the adventure off the reservation with a character and do weird shit with them, like they did with Batman, Gaslight, Gotham by Gaslight. Jesus, what a great book! And then he did another one, which was basically a Jules Verne book, graphic novel with Batman, same period, in the late 1800s. But Arthur Fleck is an Elseworld movie, and I liked it for that. But the idea of doing a sequel was stupid. And I'm glad it tanked, and I'm glad it was awful. There's the actor with the eyebrows that Anima.
Oh, yeah.
Like, what is wrong with that man's eyebrows?
Because he's a man.
Of course, that's David Hemmings, man. And he has done some wild fucking films. I mean, he came up during the experimental period. And there's one movie he did that's kind of a murder mystery that it's really, the movie's about obsession over a murder mystery and how in the end he has done everything to blow up a photo because he believes that somewhere in that photo is the clue that will solve this mystery. And all it is him obsessed over. There's no solving the mystery. There's nothing in that photo that tells him anything. And it's a great fucking movie, and it's called Blow Up. Came out in 1966. And it was one of those, I won't say it's avant-garde, but it's very experimental in the way it was made. But the guy made some great horror films back in the day and weird films. Like he was in Deep Red, really good English gelato, or not gelato. What is the Italian word for that horror? Yellow or some shit? Anima?
What?
Galileo.
No. Oh my God. What is that word? It's like the famous Italian horror films, slasher films of the 60s and 70s had that name. Anyway, fuck it.
I have no idea. Sorry.
Giallo. Thank you. Thank you, Martin. Giallo. And Deep Red was kind of an English version of a Giallo film. Then he was in fucking Barbarella with Jane Fonda. And he played, are you ready for this? Are you ready for the name? Dildano.
Oh my God.
Oh God.
That was his character's name. No shit. Your comics are gay. Thank you, Cication.
That's also where the band Duran Duran got their name from, and they did a song called
That's
Electric
right.
Barbarella.
That's right. I'm intrigued that someone is wanting to readapt it again. I would like to see a proper adaptation. Don't get me wrong, I enjoyed that film, but I despise Jane Fonda. So it's hard to enjoy that film, but the rest of the cast are fucking fun in that movie. That movie is nuts.
It's a sex comedy. That's basically what it is.
Yeah.
It's in space.
In space. Sex comedy in space. It's really good. I like that. By the way, again, two of Schwarzenegger's close friends are in this. And you've got Ralph Mahler, who actually plays one of his friends in this. And I do like his character in this as fucking Hagen. Ralph, I never pictured him being a fucking good actor. He's fucking good in this movie, man. His and Juba's loyalty to Maximus is so fucking awesome in this film. And Juba is a really good character. And I feel bad because, he started blaming it on race recently. Him being black is why he never got the career he wanted. I don't think it's that at all, because he was out there and people were fucking hiring him for movies, and he just had piss poor management. And it fucking happens, man. You know, don't fucking attack the audience because the audience has fucking loved him.
It's what they do these days. All
how
of them.
could they explain Idris Elba?
Yeah, Idris Elba. Also, the guy who I can't say the name of that I fucking love that was in Firefly. You know, fucking love that dude. What a great fucking actor. But he kind of sticks to these lower budget films. He tends to do movies like Red Belt and the forthcoming Backrooms, which I've been aware of that for years, and I can hardly fucking wait to see this movie. And yes, there are clearly going to be crap loads of backdoor jokes with that movie. But that is one of the most it came from the creepypasta, you know, and that shit was some fucking weird, creepy shit.
Well, one of the nice things about it, it's being made by the guy that made a bunch of those YouTube shorts.
One who made them, yes. He's the guy he's still making those videos. And he's got his own YouTube channel. I fucking followed that dude for years. And I showed just a little bit of it to Anima. And she's like, nope, I'm out. It's going to be claustrophobic. I'm out. Not going to watch that one. I said, oh, well, it'll be one of those films that I'll review. I fucking like the idea of this movie. Yes, I can't fucking say that. I can say his last name. Cannot say that first name.
It's like Chihuahua. Something like that. Yeah.
And I fucking love that guy. And in fact, I became a fan of his because of the movie Red Belt. And it is on the list of movies for us to do and for Anima to watch because I fucking love that movie. It is a slow burn martial arts film. And of course, a lot of people don't know this. He's actually a real life martial artist, as is Tim Allen, who's in it.
He was the best actor in Serenity by far. Like, I fucking love every moment.
There's no question about he was the best actor. Dramatically. He was the best dramatic actor in that series and in the film. Oh, this is it. I am Marcus Aurelius, the father of a dead son, the husband of a dead wife. I would have my revenge.
I like the fight before this when he gains that trust by telling them, if we do this together, we have a chance to make it. And he knows what he's doing. Now they have his back.
Where's my Muppet movie? Gee, we need to sneak it into the back door. Another back door.
No, that's all.
Oh, you already did that one?
Okay. Yeah. Remove your helmet.
Well, then we need a Muppet. We need a Muppet backdoor video.
Whoa. This flew over my head. Hey, Daz.
Hey, John.
Another breach by John.
No, there was. I think this is an old message.
Called the Gladiator Show.
Are you okay,
ladies and gentlemen, Shinatsky has lost his fucking mind. 2004 book, The Assassination of Julius Caesar. The political scientist Michael Parenti described Gladiator as, quote, unencumbered by any trace of artistic merit, and therefore it creatively stumbles.
No, I'm just having too much fun with the idea of Muppet Gladiator.
Oh my God. God, Ariel. Jesus Christ.
Leave me alone.
You'd have to be a dumb culture not to steal the good ideas from other cultures. Absolutely. Our problem is we have too many people that steal ideas from cultures that killed themselves by being the way they were.
Also, the Romans didn't steal. They looked what other cultures did, and then they made their own inventions. They made it better, and they made it work for them. That's how you do it.
Like Japan. And it's actually true. I remember an article that was written, and I ended up doing the artwork for it for Selling Power magazine. And it was an article by, oh my God, he was a former senator and a multimillionaire. And he said how Japan ate our lunch. And I read that article and it changed my life in understanding how what we gave to Japan made them superior to us in technology by taking what we were doing, reproducing it better, faster, and cheaper. And that's why back in the day, you had a lot of shit made in Japan. You don't see that anymore. It's mostly Taiwan, China.
China.
Yeah, because
So,
they figured out, hey, we can do that too, and we can do it a lot cheaper.
yeah, we have slave labor here in China. Yeah. And so, yeah, they absolutely kind of ate Japan's lunch, which was actually originally our lunch. So they technically ate what was left of our lunch that Japan had. Have you guys seen The Muppet Show? It was really good.
No,
the new one,
the new
I have
one,
not
no.
watched it. I've not watched it. I'm too wary. My guard is way too high for anything new coming from Disney.
Seth Rogen's in it. I mean, if he's a producer, fine, maybe, but he's in it. No, I just want him to go.
I don't like him. He is a fucking living Muppet, an unfunny one. Waka waka waka. Austrian-German power metal band War Kings has a song called Gladiator, which incorporates some lines from this film. Okay, I'm checking that out. War Kings.
Your car getting broken into is just a part of living in LA. Waka waka waka.
All right, I'm going to check this out right now. So I'm just looking at the lyrics right now. One by one brought to the sacrifice with steel, I will take every life. Shadows and dust on a crimson sand.
Shadows
Man against man, fighting for victory. A clash of titans you will see, born to die, honor and blood. Pre-chorus. We won it, we burn it, feel the cold bite of steel in my hand. Chorus. I am Gladiator. I like that it's not a gladiator. It's I am Gladiator. King of the burning sand, I am Gladiator. Are you entertained? I am Gladiator, King of the burning sand. I rule the crowd. I own this world. Vengeance is mine. Well, that's fucking cool. Clash of Steel, Blood, Sweat, and Mint. I'm going to check this fucking song out after the show.
Yeah, he gets told, win the crowd, and he goes on that.
This character, I like the whole thing around the neck so you can always see him. Because he is a traitor who betrayed him that is now going to honor him and follow his last command, which is great as they go to the end of the film. Yeah, Incontinentia. I don't remember the last name being Buttocks, but I do remember Incontinentia being the name. And that fucking Roman guard's trying not to laugh. Otherwise, he might be executed. History of the World. Part 1 has buttocks. Okay. Yeah, I'm thinking about Life of Brian, Monty Python. Lions got to eat.
Oh, they were well fed. They didn't
Oh my
need
God,
to eat
Billy
people.
Joel is an abomination.
Why are you going through old comments, Gary? That's like the chat from an hour ago.
It's not updating on my end. So that's your answer.
That's because she thought you'd be a big shot.
Slasher Fest is great. Why don't we throw a tomato at Jerry for telling a bad joke? Well, we'll have to find a Jerry so you can. Because Michael Palin uses, he's got the Barbara Walters, Baba Wawa lisp. German said, my grandfather's grandfather was a serf in the Grand Duchy.
Yeah, that is a continuation to this one.
Oh.
In the end, we got the better end of the deal. We ended up with a little piece of furniture called the Ottoman, which we put our feet on. And a pastry known as the croissant, which was not French.
No.
It's Austrian.
Wasn't
Austria-
to mock the Turkish?
Yes, Austrian bakers invented that to mock the Turkish. They also stole the coffee from them, or acquired the taste for it, I guess. The French perfected the croissant. I give them that. But that was originally made in Vienna to mock their half moon on their flag.
I'm going to tell you right now, this arena is the most penisy I've ever seen. There are so many fucking phallic symbols here.
They were gay.
Ridiculous.
They were into the gay stuff. What can I say?
Well, that's how Commodus died. Okay, he had a. It was referred to as his wrestler.
Wrestling partner. Yeah.
And he was a gladiator himself, but they had a homosexual relationship. And it is said that his mistress, along with other conspirators, had poisoned him in his bath. And then the wrestler came in and strangled him to death.
She poisoned him and it didn't work. And then they sent the wrestler to finish him off while he was taking a bath, which is humiliating.
Yeah, it's sort of like I told a guy that I really considered he was a child toucher. And he had abused me. And I told him that I knew where he lived, and I would sit across the canal from him in the fucking weeds and bushes, and I would scope him in his house. I would just sit there and scope him. And one day I went up and told him, I said, I don't know how many times I almost killed you when you were shitting in the toilet. Because that's fucking scary to tell somebody that.
I just want to say, damn, that's a lot of cleavage.
What is?
Ariel's avatar.
Yeah.
Now. I need to do this. She says, and Martin better bring that stuff up. What else? That stuff that she's referring is here. You better see my Roman lyrics in the style of the Muppet teams. And her Roman lyrics are this one.
Why do we always come here? I guess we'll never know. It's like a kind of torture to enslave the group of Rome or for Rome.
There you go.
There you go. This is, I fucking love his name. Sven Ole Thorsen. Arnold's other buddy that's in this film. Two of his closest friends are in this fucking movie, man. I've never, but I have been.
Fun.
I remember right before I went under, I turned to the doctor. I said, I hope you buy me dinner before you do this. I had like 3 separate Roman Muppet lyrics things. But it's crazy how Palin and friends managed to offend Catholic priests during the course of the releasing of Life of Brian. It wasn't just the Catholic Church, it was also the Church of England.
Oh, yeah. If you want a crazy one, look up, I forget which English show it was, but it was them debating the actual like heads of the churches and some priests. It was really great.
saw that one. It's on YouTube. It's a very interesting video. And also, like, even though the stuff they're referencing is accurate, their understanding of the film is wrong. So, hey, Neff is here. Hi, buddy.
Yeah.
Hi, Neff.
It's really hilarious when John Cleese is correcting them about it. It's like you just read this, like, no, we did not. Jesus is the character who's untouched. Everyone else around him is a fool.
Yeah. He says, we never mock Jesus. Like, it's their misinterpretations that are funny. Like, what did he say? He said, blessed all the cheesemakers. Well, what do you think that means? Well, I suppose he just means anyone who's a manufacturer of any dairy products, not just cheesemakers. What the fuck? And that's where the big nose joke comes in too. So anyway, I want to get back to this because I paused it here and I don't want to stay on this too long. This is where the tiger almost got him. He had more room to grab than what he was told. And when he rolled to get the fuck away from it, it was no special effects. And his reaction was 100% like, holy shit. His eyes got so big. And it's fucking awesome moment caught on film. Ridley Scott is like one of those directors that I don't know how somebody hasn't died in the making of one of his films. You know, outside of stuntmen.
No. Someone hasn't died as far as we know.
Oh, yeah.
Again, the most penis-y fucking, like all those giant phallic symbols, ridiculous.
Well, in the ones in the racetrack of, oh my god, famous movie, chariots fighting. Do you remember?
Let's go through some of the things again historically, that other than the actual history. Just some of the things they got wrong in here. Catapults and giant dart guns. They were not used in that in the Germanic Wars. Marcus Aurelius banned gladiatorial fighting.
No, he didn't.
In fact, in classic bread and circuses fashion, the emperor decreed that gladiatorial contests continue in order to distract the masses from bad economy. So it was a lie. That's not true. Marcus Aurelius wanted to restore the republic. There is zero evidence that the emperor nor even the Senate wished to restore Rome to its previous republic system or to get rid of the imperial office. Those who rose to be emperor were not against the empire. This is an obvious appeal to the 21st century democratic ideals. Absolutely is, and that's the screenwriter and fucking Ridley Scott. The character of Maximus himself, I talked about this earlier. He is the hero and killer, of course, of the evil Commodus in the film and the champion of the people, but he never existed. His character is inspired by several historical figures, including, I'm not going to say that fucking name again, Patronus, the commander of the Roman forces at the great battle against the Germanic tribes in 179 AD. There's also Narcissus, the wrestler, who actually strangled Commodus to death. And then there's Tiberius Claudius
Pompeianus,
who came from a humble background in Syria and became a favorite general of Marcus Aurelius, marrying his daughter Lucilla in real life. Perhaps in spirit, though, as I said earlier, Maximus is most likely based on Spartacus, the Thracian slave who became a gladiator and later led the uprising against Rome, winning 9 significant battles before being defeated and then, along with 6,000 of his men, crucified along the side of a road. And he was left unmarked. He was not to be known because they didn't want him treated as a martyr. Yeah, and look, I'm not going to agree with Variety for the, just because they're Variety. I don't like them. But I do love Russell Crowe in this film. He's the only reason I watch this film. And
the best part is when he fights Commodus and Commodus loses his sword and nobody is giving him a sword. He tosses his and they go fist against fist. And man, he can swing. It just looks gorgeous.
Well, he is a brawler in real life.
I know.
Got into a lot of trouble for it. Yeah, we talked about that earlier too, Ariel, that Rome had some fucking problems with the Germanic tribes. They were ass-kicking motherfuckers.
Yeah, anyone's able to actually beat a Roman line.
Mephi's going. Bye, Math. We love you, buddy. Math. Yeah, his name is Legend. But by the way, if you ever watched the movie Spartacus, you know that scene, everybody saw it, where all the people are like standing up going, I'm Spartacus, I'm Spartacus, I'm Spartacus. And then you get this one like 100-year-old little scrawny man go, I'm Spartacus. And it's like, if I was a fucking Roman guard, I go, now look, I don't know if any of you guys are Spartacus, but you little motherfucker, I know you're not. And then I would have killed him right there. That's just fucking stupid in that movie. It's one of those dumb moments in the movie. Like, why'd you do that? That's just weird. Like, clearly that's not Spartacus. Let's see, what's this? It's because Bismarck was there to protect the Germans. Several critics also praised Scott's directing in the visual style of film. There's some visual things that I could break apart in this film. The chaos, because he wanted you to feel the chaos of combat. But I'm like sitting there going, hey man, you're telling a visual story. If you show chaos and make it feel chaotic to the audience, you're no longer telling them a story. You're just showing them chaos.
The weird calm music over the combat scenes in the beginning, that was odd. I didn't like that.
I always interpreted that as meaning that he is at peace himself inside. I've always interpreted that as he, Maximus, he is peaceful inside. It's his serenity. Serenity now, as they would say on Seinfeld.
Crazy later.
Yeah, crazy later. It's like he's vicious in the battle, and then all of a sudden when you see him, he's very placid. Commodus did what every emperor did and pissed off the guards. Never do that if you want to have a long career. No, because I mean, in the end, that's what got Caligula killed.
Oh, and
he was assassinated by his guards.
Oh my God.
One of the deleted scenes, there's Commodus like going at execution, and he walks in front of his guards as they have the bows drawn, and they're like sweating because they, bad shit's gonna happen and they end up killing the emperor, but it's just to show how nuts he was.
Also, he makes them hold their bows so long. Do you know how hard it is to draw a bow and then hold it? You see them
especially
shake
those
too.
bows. They were like 100-pound bows. Good luck holding a fucking 100-pound bow for any length of time. His hands in Cinderella Man were awesome. Dude looks. Oh man, look! I still want to show that movie, John. I want to show that to Anima because I told her, I said that is one of my favorite movies that Ron Howard ever made, and I love the story. And it's a true story. It did a fairly good job of staying truthful. That's one of the few historical films that Ron Howard was involved with, where he kind of stuck to the history. And it's a very good film because of it. Like the whole thing that, what is his name? Not Braddock. What was his name? Something like that. The real boxer.
Bronson?
The Cinderella Man. No.
No.
The movie Cinderella Man. He took welfare when he didn't want to. He was a proud man, and he was ashamed that he had to take welfare. And he told them, "I will pay you back," and he did. He paid back every penny that was given to him and his family. So, but good fucking movie, dude. Good call out, John. No, not dative, accusative. Dominum, sir, ad dominum. It's ad, isn't it ad dominum? Or is it ad domum?
No, he means at home. Domus is home. Ad domum means at home.
Okay, gotcha. Except that's okay, gotcha. Herman the German, aka Arminius.
I mean,
Commodus did that. We already read that one. Why is it not fucking updating and moving me down? Yeah, James Braddock. So I did have the last name right. It's Braddock. Fucking Bumpy for the win. Thank you, man. Good to see you, Bumps.
though I do think my favorite like ancient gladiatorial thing probably is like Spartacus. Blood and Sand, that first season. That's one of my favorite seasons of TV ever.
Oh, yeah. I'm sorry. I'm smiling because what Sandra just did there. That is one of my favorite fucking moments in life of Brian.
You spelt it wrong.
When Brian goes down there and is trying to write Romans Go Home in Latin. And John Cleese, as the Roman guard, makes him write it 100 times on the wall the correct way. And then at the end, the sun's coming up, and then he starts reading. He goes, "Hey, wait a minute!" And he goes to arrest him, and Brian takes off running. Like,
I want to bring that one up.
I toured the underground of the Coliseum, got to see the flood tunnels, drains, and they even have a system of dry docks. Yes, it's one of the craziest things. History
They
Channel
reenacted
did it, right?
sea battles.
Yeah, full sea battles.
They filled
in
the
the
thing up with
Coliseum.
water. Yeah. I just
Yeah,
admire
they
the
never had
technology
sharks,
that they had.
though. Fuck
And
you,
the whole
Ridley.
idea, just like they say in the movie, was to distract those that were suffering in the economies to be able to go see these things for free. Are you not entertained?
Yeah, it was called panem et circenses. That means bread and gains. They
Yeah.
got food and they got entertainment, and that distracted them from things that were not going right. It's brilliant.
Can you not make ends meet? Go and see some people dying.
Frame rates and using the 45.
They didn't die all the time.
Ultimate silence. Yeah, which is different. Using it in that kind of ancient battle doesn't make sense. It makes sense in Saving Private Ryan because of the concussive nature of that kind of combat with huge explosions and bullets, and it worked in Ryan. It did not work in this film. It just created pure chaos. And for me, it kind of ruined the scene. Ruined, Brian. Ruined. So that's how I feel about that.
Would you say Ridley
Penny.
insists on himself?
Ridley insists upon himself. There's no doubt about it. I have to be careful because I'm connected to the Ridley network. And I've had things get back to people. Like I criticized IDW while I was working for him. And I was asked to please take a comment down. And I'm like, really? All right. I didn't lie. It's fucking true. And
Gary.
And afterward, I will say what I'm going to say, but I try to be polite with Ridley. What?
There's an important thing to learn. I call it paycheck loyalty. Whoever's paying you, just be loyal to them till they stop paying you.
Yeah, of course, E-Clay, that's a great one from Austin Powers. Is it too much to ask for sharks with freaking laser beams on their heads? Great fucking moment. I love that movie.
Now I want behind the scenes where it's Dr. Evil directing these movies.
That movie led to actual problems in the delivery of my daughter. True story. My wife's Tracy's doctor, Dr. Hicks, who eventually became my daughter's doctor for a while. He was the one that was going to do delivery, and I had the movie on the little monitor up in the room, and he kept getting distracted, and he fucked up her what do you call it? We make them numb.
Anesthesia.
It's a special name for the anesthesia for women giving birth. And he did it wrong because he wasn't watching. And I kept saying, "Do you want me to pause that for you?" I did. I actually said it out loud because it was bugging me that he was distracted by this movie. And he put it in too far on one side, and he only numbed the left side of her body. And so this is one of the scenes where we had some of the visual effects, revive Oliver Reed because he was dead while they shot this. Died the way he lived, a drunk, and wanting to brawl. He was a big brawler too.
It's like, oh God, this is so great. Oh God, no.
So they used the body double for a lot of these scenes. And then there are 3 shots where they did a mixture of splicing, visual effects, and CG. And which one was the CG one, Martin?
I think it is when he's walking
Oh,
with
you
the
broke
key
up for me,
ring.
buddy. The key
What?
ring. Okay.
With
You
the
broke up for me.
key rings. I think I
Okay.
think it's when he was walking. That was made with the double and enhanced with CGI. Another of the CGI is when he's opening the gate and you can see him through the bars. And I think that is mixed with rotoscoping. Could be wrong.
That is David Schofield. And what he is best known for as the guy playing darts in American Werewolf in London. All the movies he's ever done, that's what he's best known for. And I fucking love that guy. Good fucking actor. Okay, what's going on here? Sessanta
ratione legis cessat ipsa lex. It means when the reason for a law expires, the law itself expires. I remember that from school.
Non. So
Excusat.
Ignorance of the law is no excuse.
And that's
right?
what I make of it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like I fucking actually, I'm Catholic. I read a little Latin. Speak it terribly. Laser beams. Yeah, laser beam. Boom. He never brawled in Cell Block 99, though. Fuck no. But you know what? I would fucking love to see Vince Vaughn and Russell Crowe do an action movie. And they're still talking about doing a sequel to The Nice Guys.
Well, let's see. Gosling definitely has a lot more pull now.
That's cool, Sander. Freaking laser beams.
Catch their foreheads.
Who does number 2 work for? And this, of course, is when he kills him. But it's a slow death. And it's something that Commodus was known to do is hobble and or chain people that he would fight in the Colosseum. So it was easier for him to kill them and protect him from being injured by them.
Well, they also had to surrender because he was the emperor. And he did like to kill people when training. If he didn't like his training partners, he would just murder them. He was a real asshole.
Going, oh, this is such a genius idea, so work. And then gets stabbed, and he's going, okay, maybe this wasn't such a good idea. Oh, Lord, there goes the knife.
I forgot that he stabs Maximus before they go to fight. That shocked me because I've seen this movie, but years ago, many years ago. So I forgot that moment.
And it looked like he got him in the lung, but I don't know where he stabbed him.
In the lung, exactly.
I thought they were going for the Jesus, or so it was like the rib.
Smile for me now.
No, he came around the back side of him, under his shoulder blade.
Okay. Yeah, it's been a while. I just remember it was somewhere in the torso.
Yeah, I agree with you.
I've been to the Colosseum too. I went to Rome last for Easter. It's great.
I agree with Venkman's girl here. I like to see some of those tourist pics that Sander took.
Sachs did great little videos. He put them on his YouTube channel in shorts.
There's no such movie. I don't know why you guys keep talking about it. There's no sequel to this movie.
Stop bringing it up. We don't acknowledge that.
Like, how could you make a sequel to this movie? Maximus is dead.
Everybody is dead.
Yeah, everyone's dead, but like the kid and the one woman.
Okay. I see cat and dog.
Where do you see cat in that?
Isn't that Felicitas?
No, Felicitas. No. That is.
Oh,
It's
is that like
happiness.
Felicity? Is that like Felicity? Yeah.
Yeah.
No, it's
Yeah,
happiness.
okay.
Yeah.
Well, it's
And then there's dog in there, Canis.
Canis, yeah. Kali just means warm.
Oh, and then he translated happiness as a warm
Yeah.
puppy. Yeah, because in ancient Latin, there's no word for gun. Happiness is a warm gun. Anima doesn't get that, but all of you Beatle fans know what I'm doing.
I give a shit about the Beatles.
Yeah, he says, yeah, let's drop that shit. You goddamn right, Gambit. Fuck that movie. And you know what? Fuck Denzel for some of the shit he said promoting that movie. I got pissed at him for some of the fucking shit he said. One of them outright fucking lie that Ridley Scott called him out on, the gay kiss, because that never happened. Again, that is not Russell Crowe's hand, nor was that Russell Crowe walking towards his son in that scene. That's his
His
body
hands
part.
are more delicate. He doesn't have fat fingers like that hand that you see.
To be honest, we didn't know that it was built kind of in the middle of nowhere. And we thought, then what an odd place for a soccer stadium. Only when the movie came out, we realized, oh, fuck. There he sees his wife. I like it that he's already leaving this world. And like when his former adjutant, oh fuck it, I'm going
Attaché?
No, adjutant, officer, general that served under him, that betrayed him, you know, is yelling for him. You know, you need to do something. You've killed the emperor, you know, and he's already in the world of the dead, and he has to come back for a second, and then he gives his orders, and then he fucking dies. And I mean, I like the way he fell back flat like that. God damn. Yeah, I know there's no word for gun, but we all know that Latin word for sword is sheath, vagina.
I told you that.
yeah.
That's the German word for the
Yep.
thing you put your sword in. It's the same.
Mm-hmm. Okay, no sex talk, baby. Not right now.
Fuck
Joaquin
off.
Phoenix was incredibly nervous on set. He asked Russell Crowe to rough him up before their big scene together to psych Phoenix up. Yeah, I like that. I like that. But again, that's that fucking method shit with him. But I will tell you this. He is a guy that's nervous when he comes on a set. Even still, he talks about it. He goes, yeah, I get nervous when I get on the set. There are some films of his that I really love. And the one I think I like the most that he did was You Were Never Really Here, I think is the name of it.
What, that documentary?
No, the rescue of this girl. And he's a rescuer, but he's like a hired guy that goes to find people, and if need be, deal with the people that took her or their kids. But he's also very fucked up from war, and he's extremely depressed, and he's got shit going on. And really, it's an amazing film to fucking watch, and the violence in it is incredible. It's the kind of shit that Anima would like. It's brutal fucking violence.
Oh yeah.
I will say there is a hammer. There is a hammer scene. Just letting you know.
Sorry, what movie?
You Were Never Really Here, I think was the name of it, with Joaquin Phoenix.
Yeah, it is.
What movie?
That's literally the title. Or you're just being a dick.
No, I think that's the title.
Yeah, You Were Never Really Here. That's the title.
That's the title. What is this? Who's on first? What the fuck?
What do you mean? I'm right here, Gary.
What's the name of the guy on second? Exactly. I want to know who's on second. No, who's on first.
Exactly. I don't know. Oh no, I don't know who's on third.
And then you get to the outfield and the pitcher, like, what's the pitcher's name? Tomorrow. You're going to tell me tomorrow. Yes, I told you tomorrow. Tomorrow hasn't happened yet, but he's the pitcher. Who's the pitcher? No, who's on first?
You're physically hurting me.
That.
I am
Some
one of
people
those.
fucking hate that. I fucking love it. I sat down with Graham Nolan, and all we did was just go over fucking Abbott and Costello skits, just laughing, because he's as big a Abbott and Costello fan as I am. And
I still love the one where we all had forefathers. Wait, you had forefathers? Yes.
You had forefathers? That's fucking joke. Also, one of my favorite gags has been used by other comedians at the time, but I think Abbott and Costello did it best was when somebody says Niagara Falls, he goes, slowly I turn. It's like a subconscious thing that makes him go into this like hypnotic, what do they call that word? Suggestion. Slowly he turns step by step. And it is one of my favorite skits they did. They did it on the TV show and they did it in a movie. And I'm not sure, but I think it was Africa Screams or the Mummy movie they made, which really isn't much of a mummy movie, but it's a fun movie. It was the start of them working with Universal. And Universal made a shit ton of money, and they revived the Universal monsters because of Abbott and Costello. That's why they were important historically. If not for Abbott and Costello, we wouldn't have got Creature from the Black Lagoon. That's a fact.
Cool.
Yeah, Maximus has reached the Garden of Eden.
No. He's not reached Garden of Eden. If anything, he's on Elysium.
Elysium, yeah.
Yeah, but here's the thing. Gambit is referring to we had this little chat that we have between Clay, Alpha, and myself. It's the Garden of Eden because of what does
in the Garden of Eden, yeah.
Yeah,
the drunken version of In the Garden of Eden.
Yes, the guy was totally shit
fucking
faced.
hammered. He was hammered. Like how he was even able to stand up and sing is amazing when you hear the story. Joaquin Phoenix helped everyone under 30 learn about Johnny Cash, and I fucking love that movie. He's great in that. And I, as much as I have problems with Reese Witherspoon, or as I like to call her, Greasy Witherspoon, because of Kevin Smith, back when he was still cool. I loved her as June in that film.
She's a good actor.
They both did all their own singing in that movie, and it was fucking fantastic. Imagine if his brother was alive and they were two over 50 studs. By the way, I showed Anima that his final music video, Hurt. And I'm like, it's so cool that Trent Reznor said that he doesn't even want to ever perform that song again, because it's not his song anymore. It's Johnny Cash's. He owned it with that version. It's better than his version. And it
That's
is.
something when an artist says that.
I liked his version, Trent Reznor's, but I'm telling you, Johnny Cash killed it with that song. It's so fucking personal for him.
I mean, I do kind of like Crown of Shit over Crown of Thorns, but
yeah. Now, look, he became garbage after a while. And I hate saying it because I don't think he's a garbage person. I think he's very innovative. But I just don't think that he was all that great a songwriter. And he produced one song Anima hates that I like, is the Trent Reznor version of Peter Gabriel's Up, Growing Up. I fucking like that. It's crunchy as shit. And that's how we used to refer to it as musicians, that he used a lot of those bass synths, and those synths make songs sound crunchy to us, gives it so much texture. And I kind of like that. Some people don't. I get it. But
Not a fan of I'm sorry.
No, I'm not. You don't have to apologize. I get it. But
no, but
I like that kind of sound.
If you ever get a chance, look up the duet of him and David Bowie singing "Hurt"?
I said I don't give a darn. Oh, that's our shortstop. I do all of my own singing too. Johnny
but is it
Cash
good?
died in 2003. So
Why do you say perhaps? Either he did or he didn't. Gambit. He says Johnny Cash died in 2003.
Yeah.
Perhaps. That's weird.
Because he's not absolutely sure about the year, but it could be more dramatic if instead of perhaps he has used, or did he?
Or did he? Or you could do like South Park did with per se.
What?
Using per se incorrectly is funny when they do that on South Park. Per se. The
12th of
emo
September
kids,
2003.
the emo kids on South Park are like, oh, like I totally don't like my parents per se. It's like,
God.
what does that even mean?
Well, they put literally in everything too, and it means nothing.
Fucking.
So.
Oh,
I hate that
my daughter.
so much.
I drive my daughter nuts because I'll call her out when she's doing it.
She's doing
Like,
it all the
hey.
time.
Yeah, well, she's doing it a lot less lately. I caught that in our latest conversations, that she's not saying literally with every sentence. I think it's when she's hanging out with her dipshit friends.
Yeah.
And who are not really, I don't think they're really good friends for the most part. I know who her real friends are, especially her best friend. And that's Maddie Hoover. That girl, she's so fucking awesome, man. She was one of those girls that was in our house all the fucking time, man. All the time. And they were like my other daughters, you know, and I'd feed those little shitheads. Ashlyn fucking lived in our house for like months. Never left. She's like, and I kept like going, is your mom going to drop off pizza money for you or something? She goes, oh no, I haven't heard from her. I went, okay, well, I'll keep paying to feed you. Finally, she went home. And Zoe told me later, because you were there for that conversation, she said there's a lot of shit going on at home because her mom was a fucking user. You know, she liked the intravenous drugs. And a lot of those kids did. They had shitty parents. Maddie, like I worried about her like crazy, man. I was worried about her because her dad was in and out of jail. I actually knew him. And I was just like, Christ, man, what a mess. And then, of course, you know, one of our other friends passed away just a year ago. It's hard to believe she's been dead for over a year. Died right after giving birth.
Happens still.
Yeah.
Young. She was only 25. The aliens came out and got him, like Michael. You mean the Archangel Michael? Cash was a staff sergeant in the United States Air Force. Yes, he was. I hate when I see someone write per se. Yeah, it's just so annoying, dude. It's not how it's spelled. It's S-E. It's S-E. Yeah.
You just wrote it.
What was the one I was mentioning about earlier? Where somebody
they're really annoying versions of voila.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, don't. Voila.
Don't go there.
I know.
No, but what were we talking about earlier, Animal? When somebody said, like I was telling you, oh, it was Mr. Ballin says all of the sudden.
Oh God, yeah.
Peter Venkman, some good
that?
news.
I have never touched him in that.
Apparently, the total viewing number for all of Star Trek Academy
40,000.
No. 200,000. 40,000 an episode.
That's what I was talking
Trek,
about.
that's ridiculous.
An episode.
Yeah.
So that's why they don't have very many people fucking signing.
Well,
39,000 something was the last number. You were getting ready to say something, Martin. You were trying to say something. Say what you were going to try to say.
Well, you have to understand that Star Trek Academy is for a more elevated audience who is in lesser numbers.
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
that
it's
one.
for the modern audience. They're writing that
No.
for themselves, so
A
nobody's
more
watching it.
elevated audience.
It's the 0.001%. That's
Yeah.
right. Grammar, the difference between knowing your shit and knowing your shit.
I like that.
You literally just said literally. Literally.
Yeah.
Not metaphorically. Johnny Cash didn't die per se. God damn it, John. He went to heaven, reformed the highwayman. Oh my God, dude.
Nah, he was waiting for Chuck Norris.
Absolutely agree with you.
Dude, you know Chuck Norris only went to meet up with Bruce Lee to do Way of the Dragon 2.
Tell them the good news that we just learned yesterday.
Oh, yeah. Arnold has made it public that Bruce Lee has approached him and basically handed him over.
Chuck
Norris handed him over the
His
Kickstarter
foundation.
Kids program. Yeah. He wanted Arnold to take over that. And I was hoping somebody like Arnold would do it because that is so important. That program has saved so
they were
many
close
kids.
friends. You know, I
Yeah.
keep telling people, man, you actually don't know how tight-knit some of these groups are. Like Stallone being close friends with Arnold. Only reason that was a shocker was because of how competitive they were with each other. Also with how much fun. Arnold really fucked him over in a funny way with that "Stop or My Mom Will Shoot." That was so fucking funny. And how can you fucking hate a guy that pranks you so fucking awesomely? And so they became like frenemies and then best friends. And they even fucking went to hospital and like had surgery together. Had their photos taken together while they were going in for surgery, open heart surgery. Fuck, man. I love that, those two guys.
Gary, can you run the Bakalakadaka Street video?
I don't know if it will let me. I will try. Yeah, it's let me scroll.
Oh, I can't scroll.
Yeah, it happens when sometimes it gets locked and you can't scroll and you got to refresh. It means you leave the studio and come back. Very fucking annoying. So here you go, buddy.
I've got 5 terrorists going southeast on Bakalakadaka Street.
Martin, when he hears things that annoys him.
Don't get me started. Don't even get me started.
That's right.
This is Sander Hammerslag driving.
Surprise, cockbags!
I decided to play a hilarious joke on Stallone. He went under for surgery. I had him add medication that turned his skin dark. He will wake up as a black man. Ha 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 ha.
See, you still sound like Wolfie there. You're not quite getting the Arnold thing. Arnold does this weird thing, like you gotta like talk from back here.
Dude,
like,
nobody gets Arnold like Bill Hader. Bill Hader nails
Bill
it.
Hader is one of the best impressions of him.
Yep.
The only other guy I've seen do a better Arnold than him is Caliente. I forget his first name from SNL. He's does a really good one. Oh shit! And the dude that did the voice of Jeff the robot on Craig Ferguson, his Arnold is fucking knockout good. He also does one of the best versions of Morgan Freeman. Keep that thing canceled. Is there a counter one? I will sign it. I will fucking sign that.
Let's see. So $10 million an episode. That means that they spent what $250 per viewer.
Yeah, that's ridiculous.
Well, also, they will release season 2 because it's already been shot and it's in post-production right now. But viewership will even drop more because it's done. So people don't want to get involved with it anymore. Because why, if you already know it's going to end, you're not going to get a season 3. So
if you have no viewership, is it really a loss if you don't release it? At that point, just write off, do the Batgirl thing. You can write off tax-wise.
Yeah.
And you're going to make...
Save the money for fucking post-production and just shelve the whole thing. But they want it out there. These fucking weirdos want it out there because they still think it's great and they push it everywhere.
Yeah, you need to put it into a vault and then forget the combination.
Now just put the hard drives next to a big giant magnet.
Giant magnet, super magnet.
The whole Kurtzman track stuff needs to be just deleted.
It's the F word.
Yeah.
It's the other F word.
The one we can't say on YouTube because we'll get demonetized.
But they say it in NetBeat. It's said so quickly, bots won't pick it up.
Over here, it's just slang word for cigarette.
Did you hear Red Letter Media has heard from? Well, that's who we are getting those numbers from. Yeah, it's bad. It's bad. And I don't even like Red Letter Media. I think they're snarky pricks for the most part.
You know what?
I used to watch them, but they got really kind of annoying.
You know what, Sandra? If you had misspelled Academy just a little bit, you could have called it Ass-cademy. It would have been perfect.
Okay, let me show you. This may give you an inkling why the show hasn't had those many viewers.
Yeah, the combat thing. I swallowed my combat. She's the most retarded character in this. She's barely in it too. So
The fact I heard Picardo came aboard in an attempt to pitch a spinoff for his character. God, he became a complete fucking cunt. I was shocked. I've been a fan of his since 1981 when he was in The Howling. Who is this guy? Like, wow, he was so good. And he's in so many of those fucking Joe Dante films, man. Fucking love that guy. And fucking ruined it by opening his fucking mouth and just a complete fucking piece of shit cunt.
Here's the thing. You could actually do a Star Trek Academy thing. If you ever have a chance, look up the video game, which, by the way, had a lot of the original cast in it. You could actually ask Kirk to help you with the Kobayashi Maru.
Yeah, but they are supposed to be elite students, the best of the best. And what they show in this abomination of a TV show is fucking a mental asylum for retarded people.
Yeah,
everybody has mental problems. They would never make it into a military-like organization like Starfleet. And I love the YouTubers who call it Starfleet Academy because she's barefoot all the time. It's so gross.
It's a daycare for adults. That's what Starfleet.
Yeah, it is. Exactly.
But I'm going to tell you, Enterprise, as much as I liked the show, it started this whole thing of going backward instead of forward.
Yeah.
And Ronald D. Miller advised against that and suggested his show. And that's when they promised him that the next Star Trek show is going to be all yours, lying to his face. He leaves the office. This literally happened. He left the office, forgot something, came back to the office, and he caught the two executive producers having a secret meeting about Enterprise. Walked in the middle of it.
Read this.
Is our children leering? Oh my God.
If they want to comment on that, that could have been the actual plot
Starfleet Leering
of the
Academy.
show.
Yeah, he got into a Twitter fight with my buddy John. Jesus Christ, man, they fucking ripped him apart. He looks. What's his answer? He blocks people when they challenge him, when he can't win the argument. That is the greatest sign of cowardice, is to block people because you can't win the argument. I block people and don't argue with them not because I can't win a fight, because I don't feel like wasting my energy on people that I don't know and don't like. You've got no right, man. I wanted you here.
That should have been the plot for Star Trek Academy. It turned out all the funding was taken by Somalians.
Scared. What's Gucci, my ninjas? How you doing, buddy? It's good. We had such a good time. Everybody had such a good time yesterday, man. I'm telling you, you and Mephisto together were an absolute fucking delight.
Please, let's do it again. God
damn, yeah. I always have fun with Mephisto, but having the two of you, I hate seeing it. I felt like I was getting double teamed by those guys.
No,
You need that. You need that.
Like in
sometimes.
pro wrestling, not gay sex, but maybe I mean gay sex. I don't know. I never know. I'm a confused person.
Oh, in your case, I just assume sex conversation.
You goddamn right.
I am at the point where, you know what? Just Doctor Who, Star Trek, Star Wars, all this stuff. Just end it. Just put the money into making something new. Because this shit ain't working.
Well, no.
Hold
they
on.
are murdering
Sandra
Harry Potter now.
Oh, yeah. I'm not even bothering with that shit. But I love this Starfleet Learning Center. He fucking got it and loved it.
So what were you inspired by, original track? We
Oh,
were
I don't
inspired
check
by
you when
Harry
I'm doing a
Potter.
Matt, you know I don't check my fucking DMs while doing a show. God damn it. Let me go fucking open. I don't even know. It's Firefox even open? No, it's not. I gotta open it. All right, I'm going over to Twitter.
Don't open Firefox. It always.
That's going to crash your shit again.
Yeah.
No, it's fine. It's fine. I did multiple. Oh, here it is. So I'm going to
Famous
quietly
last
read.
words. It's fine.
Oh, this is a lovely letter.
Oh, read it, please.
I don't know if he wants me to, but Bumpy Johnson had, let's see, get up here. Gambit, Snorty, Davy Dread, Slasher Fred, Soul Assassin, the Comic Relief Crusader, Six, Alpha, James Jameson, E. Clay Thomason, Finkman's Girl, Sander Hammerschlag, Meth, Penny, John Whitaker 77, Bumpy Johnson, and Mad Mardigan. We're out of here, and I'm going to go do some editing real quick here. So, in the show. Bye, guys.
Bye.
Y'all come back now, you hear?
Matt Damon.